Hey everyone, and welcome to Lead Quizzes. I'm Lindsay, your Lead Quizzes Client Success Manager. We are excited to see that you took the next step in growing your business using quizzes as a form of lead generation and can't wait to help you get started. Today I'm going to walk you through coming up with a quiz idea that is in line with your end goal and how to actually use the Lead Quizzes software. To get started, I'm going to put myself in your shoes and we're going to start completely from scratch. First, a little bit about my backstory and the type of quiz that we'll be creating today. I am a financial services company that specializes in investment strategies for people who just want to get started into investing. We have a new service we want to offer where we help people get into real estate investing with $5,000 or less that we want to focus on promoting, and we thought what better way to do this but through a quiz. The way that we promote our service is through a free webinar where we're going to go over getting started in real estate investing even if you've never invested before. Based on this information, we are going to create an engaging quiz that helps my company reach our end goal of getting more investors for our real estate investing services. Before I begin writing my quiz, I'm going to check the Lead Quizzes templates to see if they already have one created that is similar to the one that I want to use, or one that I can use as a great starting point for some ideas and questions. There's a "Do you have what it takes to be financially free" template that I could use as a starting point, but today I'll be creating a custom quiz instead so that I can walk you through the thought process and how to approach a quiz from start to finish. When you first figure out your end goal, like we did, to get more people to invest in real estate with us, and to start thinking of a quiz title, you may find that it is easier to actually work backwards and start with the quiz questions first before deciding on a title. You can write the title first if you already know what you want to go with, but many times the title is born from the questions we are asking. In my quiz, I want to ask questions revolving around the quiz taker's desire to invest and whether or not they think that they can invest. Things like, how much money do you think it takes to invest in real estate? Can anyone get started even if they don't have a large investing budget? And etc. The questions that I'm asking should help the quiz taker to start thinking a bit deeper, which will get them more engaged and make them more likely to not only go to the end of my quiz, but to enter in their name and email when they reach the end. We have found, out of the over 85 quizzes that we have managed, that the ideal quiz is 10 to 12 questions in length. But this is something you'll want to test on your end to see what works best for you. For our quiz, we are going to do 10 questions. Let's take a look at these questions and why we want to use them in our quiz. Question 1. Are you currently investing in real estate? Yes or no? This is a good starting question because it gets our quiz taker to start thinking about real estate investing, which we want them to have on their mind by the end of the quiz. Question 2. How much money do you think you need to start investing? $5,000 or less? More than $5,000? More than $50,000? This question gets our quiz taker to start thinking about the cost of investing, which they often think is a lot higher than it actually is. Our services are designed for those that want to invest $5,000 or less, well below what most people think they need to start investing. Question 3. Is the only way to invest in real estate purchasing a property on your own? Yes or no? This question helps our quiz taker to start thinking a bit deeper in the different ways you can possibly invest. They, like most people, probably think the only way to invest is by purchasing a property on their own, but we are here to prove them wrong. Question 4. In order to invest in real estate, you have to take out a loan to afford it. Yes or no? This question is meant to help our quiz takers think a little bit deeper. If we're asking the question, there has to be another way besides taking out a loan, right? And the answer is yes. Question 5. Do you think you can afford to start investing? Yes or no? This is a bit of a trick question because most people don't think they can invest because they need a large lump sum to get started. But the truth is they don't, and they can get started investing with as little as $1,000. Question 6. In order to invest successfully, you need the guidance of a trained investment specialist. True or false? Again, a bit of a trick question because our company not only offers the completely done-for-you investment model, but we also offer training and teach people how they can invest smartly on their own. Question 7. If I'm over the age of 50, then it's too late to start investing. True or false? With this question, we are trying to get our quiz takers to think about what their normal perceptions on investing are so that we can educate them and let them know that it is never too late to start investing. Question 8. Do you have a basic understanding of the different forms of investing that are out there? Yes or no? We want our quiz taker to start thinking about the different ways that they can invest so we can show them that there are actually more ways than the ones that they are thinking of. Question 9. If you could make 5 to 10% of a return on a real estate investment in the first year, would you want to invest? Yes or no? 5 to 10% is a standard return that someone can see with our services, and we want them to start thinking about whether or not it would be worth it for them. This is a way that our quiz takers are qualifying themselves for our services. Question 10. How soon would you like to start investing? Within the next 6 months, 6 months to a year, or not sure yet? This is our final question, and we want to leave people thinking about investing and how they can't wait to get started. Now that we have our questions together, it's time to think back on our quiz title. We want the title to be something intriguing and to match the questions, which get our quiz taker thinking about investing and whether or not they can do it. For our title, I'm thinking, should I be investing? Take this quiz to find out how ready you are to start investing and how much it takes to get started. Now that we have our title, it's time to start thinking about our results. Based on our questions and title that we came up with, we'll want to do two different results. Yes, you should be investing and are ready, and you aren't ready to invest quite yet, but let's get you there. Because we want to promote our webinar after the quiz, we will have the same offer for both of these results, but you don't have to do that with your quiz. You can offer a different product or service for each one of your results. Let's take a look at our first result. Yes, you should be investing and are ready. This group should be the group that is most likely to watch our webinar and get started with either our self-managed or fully managed investment services. In the result, we will want to highlight the benefits of investing and tell them some of the common misconceptions, like the only way to invest in real estate is buying the property yourself. And we ultimately want to get people to start thinking about how they can invest and what they need to do to get started, which is where our webinar comes in. On the results page, we want copy like this. Yes, you should be investing and are ready. Congratulations, based on your results, it looks like you are ready to start investing. You understand the basic types of investing and might already be doing a bit of investing at this point. But do you know that you can invest in real estate with as little as $1,000? Sounds crazy, I know, but real estate investing is more than just purchasing a property, and there are options that allow you to be a part owner in real estate and still reap the same benefits as those who purchase an entire property. Curious? As a special thank you for taking this quiz, we would like to invite you to attend our upcoming free webinar on Real Estate Investing 101. In this webinar, we'll go over what you can do to get started and how real estate investing works. To register, just click the button below. This result is informative and also drives people to the sales page. We want our quiz takers at the end of the quiz to be thinking about investing and how they can get started, and we want to be there with our webinar to get them started in the right direction. For our second result, the you aren't ready to invest quite yet, but let's get you there, we want to educate people on what investing can do for them and how to determine when they'll be ready to get started. The last paragraph from our first result that drives people to the webinar we'll be able to reuse, but we'll want to customize the first part to keep it more in line with our result. Something like this. You aren't ready to invest quite yet, but let's get you there. Based on your results, it appears that you are not fully ready to start investing, but you are on the right path and should be ready in no time. First, you want to make sure that you know all of the facts, like the different types of investing that are out there, how much you need to start investing, and what type of investing makes the most sense for you. For example, did you know that real estate investing is more than just purchasing a property on your own, and you can get started with as little as $1,000? Sounds crazy, I know, but real estate investing is more than just purchasing a property, and there are options that allow you to be a part owner in real estate and still reap the same return benefits as those who purchase an entire property. Curious? As a special thank you for taking this quiz, we would like to invite you to attend our upcoming free webinar on Real Estate Investing 101. In this webinar, we'll go over what you can do to get started and how real estate investing works. To register, just click the button below. Again, this result is informative and drives people over to our sales page, which is the ultimate goal. Now that we have our quiz and our results done, it's time to put it into Lead Quizzes and get ready for some leads. To log into your Lead Quizzes account, you'll need your email address that you used to sign up and your password that should have been emailed to you from support@leadquizzes.com. Once you have this information handy, go to quiz.leadquizzes.com to log in. Once you are logged in, you'll want to make sure that you connect your email software to your Lead Quizzes account so that you can accurately track your leads from the quiz. This can be done under Integrations right over here on the left-hand side. Once you're here, just select the integration from the list that you would like to connect with. Today we're going to be using MailChimp. And for MailChimp, you just need your username and your API key. If you're unsure about where you can get that information, just go ahead and click the Click Here button and you'll be taken to a tutorial that shows you exactly where you can get this information within your MailChimp. After your integration is connected, you're ready to start creating your quiz. Just click Create Quiz. With Lead Quizzes, we have the option to create a new quiz or select a template to get started. Since we wrote our quiz, we will be using the Create New Quiz option. Here we'll need to first enter a quiz name, which will only be shown to you and only be used for your reference. Since our quiz is revolving around investing, I'm going to call it the Real Estate Investing Quiz. Next, my quiz image. For this, I want a picture that resonates with my quiz. So maybe something that highlights investing or the stock market, which most people associate with investing. In order to get my image in place, I need to first make sure that it is exactly 600 by 400. And if you need help doing this, you can use Canva, one of our favorite free resources that helps you create awesome custom images. Now, to get your image within your Lead Quizzes, you can either drag and drop, or you can go ahead and click the Click Here button and select the file from your computer. We're going to go ahead and use the Click Here button and select the file. So I'm going to go for my downloads and go ahead and select an image. And there we have it, my image that I already created. Once you have the image ready to go, it's time for the quiz title. This is something that the quiz taker will actually see, and we will want to use our title that we came up with earlier. Should I be investing? You can either copy and paste this information in, or you can go ahead and type it in. Next, the quiz description. This is the text that'll be right under the quiz title. And typically we recommend you have something like answer a few short questions and discover XYZ, or take the quiz and discover XYZ. So in my case, we'll do take this quiz to find out how ready you are to start investing. Again, you can copy and paste that in, or you can go ahead and type it in. Next, we need to select a call to action from the drop-down menu. I'm going to go ahead and select Start. Next, you have the ability to turn on social sharing, which I always want to do because the more people who share and see my quiz, the better. This will make it where on your results page, you have the option of allowing your quiz takers to share this information on either Facebook or Twitter. Next, you have the option of either using a start page or not using it. The start page would be this page that we created right here. You would turn this off if you wanted to use a custom start page and just start with the quiz questions. In our case, I like the way my start page looks, and I'm going to go ahead and use it. Next, we need to go ahead and connect our MailChimp integration. So we'll go ahead and select MailChimp from the drop-down, and then we'll want to choose the general segmentation that we want. This is the list that we're going to want all of our quiz takers to go on to that we've already created within MailChimp. In our case, I'm going to use this list that I already created called Quiz All Quiz Takers. Once I have that in place, I'll go ahead and click Save and Create Outcomes. To create your first outcome, go ahead and hit this plus button up here. You'll be able to add in an outcome title, your outcome text. We're going to go ahead and grab this information from the quiz that we already created. The first outcome that we decided to do is yes, you should be ready. Yes, you should be investing and are ready. So I'll go ahead and copy that information in. Then I'll go ahead and copy and paste in my results that we came up with. Now, once you're in this builder, there's lots of different things you can do to play around with it. You can change the spacing that you see. You can go ahead and bold a few words. You can make an additional headline if you want. You can center the text. You can do right justification, left justification, add in an image, add in a video from YouTube or Vimeo, link some text, do a numbered list if you would like. Lots of great different things in here. This is something you want to play around with. Make sure you get your outcome the way that you like it. Another thing that you can do within our outcomes is you can go ahead and add in an additional form of segmenting. So this would be an additional list that people who get this yes, you should be investing and are ready outcome would be added to. They would be added to our main quiz taker list and also this additional list if you wanted to set it up. In my case, I do not need to have that additional list, but if I wanted to do that, I could go ahead and select from the segment outcome a different list, and then they'd be added to that specific list. Again, you do not have to do this, completely up to you. Once you have your outcome the way that you would like it, go ahead and click Save Outcome. Now to create an additional outcome, you'll go ahead and hit this plus button at the top. You'll go through the same steps that we just went over for our first outcome. Once I'm satisfied with this outcome and have all of my outcomes done, I'll go ahead and hit Save Outcome, and then Save and Create Questions. This will take me into the question portion of the quiz builder. Lead Quizzes allows you to have as many questions as you would like, but as I mentioned earlier, we have found that 10 to 12 questions is the best performing. This is something you'll definitely want to test out on your side though, because you might find that something else works better for you. When you're creating each question, you need to make sure that you link each question to at least one outcome. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some examples of adding in questions, and we're going to take the questions that we already created. Our first question, are you currently investing in real estate? Now you can go ahead and copy and paste in this information, or you can type it in, whichever you prefer. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste. Now my answers. So I have a yes answer and I have a no answer. So depending upon the answer that my quiz taker gives us, we want to go ahead and give them a specific outcome. Now we need to make sure, like I said, each question is linked to at least one outcome. So in order to link your outcomes, you're going to go ahead and click this little box here and then decide which outcome you want that answer to go to. In my case, I want the yes answer to go to yes, you should be investing and are ready. For my no answer, I'm going to go ahead and click my second outcome. Once I have my answers linked to an outcome and I am satisfied, I'll go ahead and hit the Save and Create New, which will allow me to create my second question. With my second question, I'm going to go through the same steps as the first. I'll go ahead and either copy and paste in my question or type it in, and then add in my answers, which again, you can either copy and paste in your answers or you can go ahead and type these in. In my case, I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste these in. Now, just like our first question, we'll want to make sure that we go ahead and link each answer to an outcome. So $5,000 or less, I'm going to do yes, you should be investing and are ready because our services start at just $1,000. More than $5,000, again, yes answer. And more than $50,000, I'm going to go ahead and hit the you aren't ready quite yet answer. Once I'm satisfied, I'll go ahead and hit Save and Create New. Now you're going to go through this with all of your questions. Once I have all of my quiz questions done and I am satisfied, I'm going to go ahead and hit Save and Configure Leads. This will take me to the lead configuration portion of the quiz builder. In the lead configuration portion of the quiz builder, you have the option of allowing your quiz takers to either not opt in at all by having enable lead capture turned off, or to collect their information via a Facebook opt-in or their name and email, phone number, or last name. So our first option is the Facebook opt-in. The Facebook opt-in takes the quiz taker's email address and name from Facebook and puts that into your email software or your CRM. But you're not able to customize it as much as you could if you do the lead capture form. Now, if you go to the lead capture form, you have the option of capturing a lead's first name, last name, email address, phone number, or combination of the four. Here you're able to customize your capture headline and text. So maybe you wanted to say something like congrats on completing your quiz, or if you want to add some extra text down here saying we hate spam too, you can go ahead and add in that. Whatever you'd like, you can go ahead and customize that to your liking. You can decide if you want to collect your quiz taker's information at the beginning of the quiz or after the quiz. You can go ahead and select a call to action from the drop down. I'm going to go with show my result. You can add in your Facebook Pixel ID if you'd like to use this quiz on Facebook. That's really important, so you can make sure that you're tracking conversions through Facebook. As I said, you can choose to capture somebody's first name, last name, email, or phone number. In this case, we're just going to collect email today. You also have the option of allowing your quiz taker to skip this option and not input their information. This is useful if you're going to go ahead and send this out to people that are maybe already on your list that you're just trying to get engaged again. In my case, I do not want to give people the ability to skip this, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. Lastly, you have the ability to add your own custom privacy policy. You can go ahead and do that right here. In my case, I'm not going to do that today because I already have the Lead Quizzes privacy policy on my quiz, so I feel like that'll be enough. Once I'm satisfied with my lead capture form, I'll go ahead and click Save and Create Offer. This takes me into the Offer section of our quiz builder. The Offer section allows you to create a customized offer for each of your quiz results in the form of a text offer with call to action, an image offer, or an image offer with headline and call to action. Now, you do not have to have the offer enabled if you do not want to, but it's something that you can do. It's something you might want to test on your end. Having an offer, the benefit of having an offer is it's the first thing that your quiz takers see before seeing their results. So it puts your product or services right at the front of their mind. You can also put your offer in your outcomes pages. That's what I have already done. I have a link in there so people can go straight to my offer page from the results page and not from an offer at the start of my quiz. To me, it comes across a little less salesy, and I'm not really selling something. I'm just getting people to first go into my webinar, and then the webinar will do the selling. So once I've decided if I want to have an offer or if I don't, I'll go ahead and click Save Offer and Review and Publish. When you hit Review and Publish, this will take you to the next page that shows you your quiz URL and the embed code if you want to go ahead and embed your code onto your website. This allows you to review the quiz first before you go ahead and make it live to the public. We always recommend that you go through the quiz before making it live just to make sure that everything is set up properly. I'm pretty satisfied with my quiz, and once you are satisfied, go ahead and hit the Publish button. This will actually make your quiz live to the public. Right now, if somebody were to go to this link, it's not live, so the link would not work. So you want to make sure you always hit Publish. My quiz is now live. So now that my quiz is ready and live, I want to know how many people have viewed my quiz and where I can see those statistics. We've made that really easy with Lead Quizzes, and you can go ahead and find that information under the dashboard. Just click on the dashboard on the left-hand side, and you'll see all the quizzes that you've created so far. So we're going to take a look at our real estate investing quiz. We have a link to the quiz that we can go to at any time. We can see the date that the quiz was created, how many people have viewed my quiz, how many leads I've gotten for my quiz, my conversion rate, which is percentage of views that have actually opted in, my CTA clicks. So this would be used if we were using the offer, and it would tell me how many people actually clicked on my offer. and the number of people who've shared my quiz on a social media website. So now that your quiz is ready and live, I'd like to share with you a few different things that you can do to promote your quiz that some of our other clients are currently doing. You can promote it on your website through a banner button or a pop-up. You can promote it on your blog posts by having a link to your quiz or the embedded quiz within your blog post or at the end of your blog post. You can promote it in your social media posts, so just posting it on your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever your favorite form of social media is. You can run social media ads, such as Facebook or Instagram ads. And you can also send it out to your current email list to get them engaged and to teach them about new products or projects that you guys are currently going to be doing. We can't wait to see the traction that you start to get on your Lead Quizzes account. Thank you for watching this video today, and if you ever feel that you need something a bit more done for you, be sure to ask us about our managed services, where we take care of the quiz, Facebook ads, and getting you leads for an unbelievable price. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you soon.